Hello everybody, and welcome back to Ravenport and Farming Simulator 19! I'm PHadman, and somewhere in the ether, running the blue farm, we have Hitman. Hello Hitman.
Hello, hello.
And how are you today, sir?
Oh, I'm just fine, spraying away here.
Excellent. And we also have Squirrelly, and I think Squirrelly's also doing blue farm.
Yes.
You're a
Hello.
blue farmer, yeah.
So it's 2v1 today, so I've taken a contract out on field 18 to do a harvest for them. So we're going to get that underway.
We got some information to share about those contracts and different farms and stuff. So I'll share that in a minute. Squirrely, what are you up to at the moment?
I think I need to lease a sprayer so I can spray our field again.
Okay, I'm in a sprayer right now. I wonder. So yeah, when I'm done this field, I can spray that one, and then we can grab that contract. There's a sugar beet. Is it sugar beet contract? I forget which one it was on field 10.
I can lend you an empty deodorant can if that helps.
No, actually, no, it doesn't. Think so.
Yep. Field 10 is.
Yeah.
Yep. Sugar beet.
Yeah. So
I'm just trying to help y'all.
Thanks, Fad. Somehow it helped, just not us. So this week off screen we've had this farm going off screen. We're on a server now, so the rubber banding is gone. We've discovered some stuff about farms. So Squirrely, I guess I'm almost done this field. I'm at where am I here? 80%. So I'm almost finished.
Yeah.
And then I will get that sugar beet contract.
Okay. I'll just
so
head down to the shop then.
Okay. And yeah, so as soon as we have that, you can bring the harvester up to 10, and we'll get started. We'll make sure we lease the equipment, or it's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
So that's one thing, is when you're taking these contracts, it's way cheaper to lease it through the contract than it is to just accept the contract and then try and lease the equipment. And what are you giggling about over there?
I thought you were going somewhere else with that.
Well, last night, Squirrely and I were playing, and we've got an off-screen game that's basically a mirror of this, and we're further along, of course. So we've been playing that this week. So I had started up a contract to harvest, actually the field I'm on right now, field 7. So I started going, and I had a John Deere harvester that was our farm owns, and we're going along, and then Squirrely joins in, and so I said, well, here, because I had the AFK for a few minutes, and I said, here, go ahead and harvest. So I came back, and he's still harvesting away, and so I said, well, I'll just switch over to Purple Farm and help them out and do some contracts there too. So I did that, and I switched, and I started doing a contract on Purple Farm as a member of Purple Farm. And then Squirrely was working away, and then I went over and said, here, I'll give you a hand. I grabbed the tractor, and I fill the tipper up of grain, and I go and I sell it at the sell point where we're supposed to deliver it. But because I was on the other farm, it sold it as my crop, which means Purple Farm got the money, and Blue Farm was unable to complete the contract and was billed for that grain, $43,000 for a contract that was paying $12,000. So that hurt a lot. So I just logged off and went and played Eco.
And cried into your pillow all night long.
Fix this.
So if you're ever playing competitive farming, that's how you get ahead.
Yeah, that's
People's grain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? Oops. Okay, we're down to 92. Oh, I think, yeah, I'll have enough spray for this, so I'll have to refill it. Point.
I'm actually having quite good fun with this, because in my single player world I actually already harvested field 18 as a contract, so I kind of one of the pitfalls with field 18 is because it's on a slight incline, is if you try and harvest up the hill, you just don't get anywhere. It's the same with a few fields, but
Oh, with that little harvester, you mean? I
Well,
found that a little
with
bit.
any harvester, I think I had the same thing. I did a larger contract on one of the other fields, and it was just so horrendous. You couldn't harvest up the incline at all. You had to kind of go and cut your headland and come down the field.
And then just drive up it and then harvest on the way down again. Just keep doing that.
Well, I didn't have to do that because I went round, because you could go. You just I kept cutting the headland, so I was doing like a V, or actually a U. It was just one direction that I wasn't able to go. So it was all good.
Okay, it should show on the top right when I complete this. Must be like
98%.
99. Yeah. So you don't have to spray all the field, just a bit of it.
Just enough.
95% or something.
And then if you look at the field afterwards, it actually retextures it all and completes the whole thing. So I don't feel guilty about that. It's kind of, you meet the minimum percentage required, and then they get the goods anyway. So it's kind of fine. I'm okay with this.
Okay, I'm gonna head down there and refill the sprayer to get rid of that pallet. I'm assuming you just took a contract because there was a little bit of a spiky do there. Now,
whoa, there was a lot of a spiky do there.
yeah, spawning equipment, just like purchasing a bunch at once.
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah.
There's no way around that other than it's best to warn before taking a contract. You're gonna lease the equipment.
Yeah.
You didn't get the
Yeah,
memo.
didn't get the warning.
Yep. Don't forget that cover letter under TPS reports. Office space reference. I don't know why, where it came from. Memo, I guess.
Office space, obviously.
Oh.
No, it just meant that I was I was literally just starting the next row of harvesting, so I kind of ended up at a tangent off the side of the field, and I was going, how did I get here?
Magic. I went the wrong way.
You
well.
Magic.
Going full speed down a hill. Whee! So we'll be adding some mods this week after this record. We'll do some testing off screen, make sure everything working, and then we'll go on screen with it. We have discovered some things such as in multiplayer, do not purchase livestock, because after restart the livestock has disappeared, and I don't know, maybe somebody left the gates open, I don't know, but we won't be doing
giants left the gates open.
Gummies. So yeah, I guess that must have been livestock, and multiplayer must have been missed on the beta testing.
But maybe if they're fee-fi-fo fum giants, maybe they ate the livestock.
What's going on up
Maybe
here?
we need to get Jack to go up the beanstalk and sort them out.
Oh, okay, that's your tractor and tipper. I was wondering why there's a tractor sitting here, but in field 18 where you're harvesting. You're harvesting corn.
Yep.
Oh, that's a corny job. That was a corny joke.
Oh god. Computer, initiate the self-destruct sequence. Authorization Fadman Alpha 17.
Oh, it barely even hurt you. Crickets. Oh,
I don't know who you're talking to. I just destroyed the ship. It's gone. There's no more.
Okay. We didn't want that ship anyway. Alright, let's see. We'll fill up this tank, and we might want to...
You're distracting me from paying attention to my fill meter on my kind of tank, so... I don't know quite why it's stopped going, but... It was just rolling downhill and then stopped.
Okay, I'm gonna just leave this tractor with the sprayer here, Squirrelly. We'll get some spray later. I'm not gonna purchase it right now. I'm gonna just switch to the other tractor and bring the tipper up if you're starting to harvesting.
Oh, and if you're if you lease the fertilizer equipment when you doing that, Just make sure you empty it before you get out.
Yeah, but how do you empty it?
So you can empty. I think both the seeders and the fertilizers and sprayers you can now empty with the I button, and it just dumps it out. You dump it out to a big bag effectively.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So if you were, say for example, I'm doing this on, been doing it on my single player. I assume that if you allow them to return the equipment and it's still got fertilizer in it, you just basically will lose that. Whereas if you hit I beforehand, then you'll output it and you'll still be able to use it on another mission.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for that knowledge.
I learnt that on the seeders because I kept pressing I to try and select the seed, because that's from like several versions ago, and I press I and it kind of dumps the seed out, and I go, no, it's the other one.
Oh, that is neat. Oh, I'll have to tell Rick that. He doesn't know either. What else have we learned? We've been looking at
Don't trust a hitman?
Storage, bale storage. What was that?
I said don't trust a hitman? Did we not learn that?
Nobody has yet. So, what else? Oh, I lost my train of thought there.
The train stops when you flip to it.
Yes, and then when you get out of it after a little bit, it starts
up again.
On again. So the contracts on the fields, they how do I say it? It's not just a pointless contract. It's, for instance, if it's a spray contract, you actually fertilize that field, and it's fertilized for their crop, which will of course affect the yield and stuff. But and then if you don't fertilize it, I don't know what happens. If it just is unfertilized, I think that's what happens. I don't know that they do it on their own or not.
Yeah, I think you have to consider it like not like it's another player, but if it were another player, then they would be getting the results based on what's being done. So
that's right.
And I've actually seen fields wither because no one's harvested them because they've gone to contract and no one's done it.
Well, I imagine. How am I going to get over there? I imagine the selling those crops is affecting the price too. So you go and do a bunch of canola missions just before you have a big canola harvest of your own. That's not that good.
I would imagine so. I haven't actually checked that, but I would imagine so because it's an integrated world effectively now, isn't it? So, which is cool. I like it.
All right, Squirrelly, I'm on my way.
Okay. I also like how the missions are actually kind of meaningful and realistic in terms of the price you get, because you don't get this massively inflated price.
Yeah. Well, there was another point I was going to make about it, but I can't. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think of 2-3 things at once, and it just does. It train wrecks. Right here, I'm straight here, Squirrely. Whoa! Try not to run over beets. Actually, I don't know if that matters. I may not be able to squish the beets. This is not our field. Forget how to unload.
If you watch the
Too close.
If you watch the grass surrounding the fields when you're working another field, you make no impact on it. Whereas on your own fields, you just squish the heck out of it.
Yeah, I've noticed that on the grass too. Like driving around on grass, across a neighbor's field doesn't do anything yet.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know. It's good and bad, I guess.
So it affects both the grass and the grass. Or did I not say grass when I was saying it?
You may have. I was focused on other things, and I'm killing our own grass plus our own crops. Oh well.
I'll let the viewers comment as to whether or not I said grass the first time around and you didn't hear me, or I'm just going insane and losing my mind.
No, I think you did say it.
I think I'm also going insane and losing my mind.
Yeah, it's a little column A, a little column B. So we off screen we did test. Here's another tidbit for you. We did test. We tried to. I had a lime spreader, so I tried to pick up lime at the BGA. Put in the middle of the map, it says lime station. No tip point, no fill point. So then I went and I bought a mower and a loading wagon, loaded up some grass, and I went to dump it at the BGA to make some silage. Nope, because as far as I know, you have to own the BGA. So if I buy the BGA, then that's it. Only I can use the BGA. That appears to be. Now, whether or not you'd still get access to it if I set you to a contractor, because I can set Purple Farm as a contractor for Blue Farm, then maybe you would get access to it. But if that's the case, my gosh, that would be annoying to only have one farm have access to the BGA and then nobody else could. So there must be a contractor option for that or something.
There's going to be something, I would have thought. I mean,
you can't just say, here you can have 4 farms or 8 farms or however many it is.
You can build silos elsewhere, so you could probably build silos elsewhere, and you may be able to sell, because the sell point would probably still be independent, regardless of who owns the land. It would just be the ability to put stuff in the silos.
Maybe.
I would imagine.
I don't know. What are you at, Squirrelly?
I've got lots of room.
Okay, I'm gonna stop this here, and I'd offer to help Fad, but I would just end up stealing all his stuff. So, which I guess isn't a bad thing for me. What am I doing here? I need to
just remember. I mean, I'm not sure the company would like it, but I could take a detour when I come over to New York in a few weeks' time.
That's a pretty long detour. I'm buying fertilizer. You're gonna get a quickie leg spike.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I'm a long way from the East Coast.
I know.
Like all the way from the East Coast. Like literally not even on the mainland. I'm on a little island.
Yeah, that's fine. See what happens when you tick me off.
I'm not worried. I'm the hitman here. I'm not worried. I'm too dumb to be afraid.
Well, there's
Hey, wait a
truth in that. Oh dear. No, I don't genuinely lose my temper that often, but when I do, I tend to go nuclear.
Yeah. Ask me about my cell phone provider. No, don't, because you don't want to hear that, because you'll be hearing it for the next, I don't know, 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, let's not bore the audience.
No.
The people seem to be commenting on my channel. Hey, you're back! And it's like, yes, I'm back. I'm hoping it's gonna last because I actually quite enjoy this and I've missed it so much. Because up until like last week when we recorded, I don't think I'd actually played a PC game for like 3 months.
Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to spray our field, Squirrely. Just let me know when you're getting ready for a tipper and I'll come and get you.
Alright.
You hit about 80%. Driving down the middle of my road. Get off my road!
Oh, and have you done many harvesting missions yet, Hitman?
A few.
So if you're actually efficient on the harvesting missions, it's actually a good thing because as you noticed when you do fertilizing, you only need to do a certain percentage of the field. It's the same with harvesting, but if you get the remainder of the field and you actually tidy everything up, you get the sale of that crop, so you actually get a harvest income as well. So, in case you hadn't spotted it.
I have, yep.
But even if you had, then obviously some of the viewers who don't yet have Farming Sim 19 may not know about it. Because I don't think that we've mentioned that yet. Although I do like the way the bushes kind of crush and then uncrush as you drive over them. I think it's pretty cool.
Oh, looks like we have to wait a stage in this. Hmm,
All the world's a stage.
that's right. I was gonna go spray field 17, but it's my fertilizer. So I suppose I could do it, and then you just buy me a box of fertilizer.
Huh?
I was saying I could go spray your field, but you'd have to set me as a contractor first, and then I could go and fertilize field 17 for you. So,
Yeah, let me just finish this pass, and then I can do that, because I think that would be a cool thing to do.
To do. Arp.
Oh, no! Don't drive on the crops. I wasn't paying attention to the fill status, and it stopped midway through the thing. Okay, so let's do the how do we do that? Counteractings.
You got to give him a plow contract with a 2-meter plow.
No. You be quiet, you. Revoke your blue farm privileges.
On field 8.
So I've granted you contractor access.
Okay, so I should now be able to. Yep, I'm in your tractor. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, you don't have care wheels on this.
No.
So what I could do is switch to Purple Farm, and then go and fill up and basically work on Purple Farm right now. As long as I don't go and help Squirrelly. Because if I go on your field to spray right now, I'm going to just kill it all. So what I'll do is I'll head down. I don't think you guys have a shop, do you? Workshop.
No.
Oh, speaking of which, we did a test on that as well. So if you purchase a shop, and even if you grant me contractor status, I cannot use your shop. Like your repair shop, I mean.
Okay.
Or to customize or whatever. So I'm taking your tractor over to see if I can customize it at the map shop.
I assume you're taking the Fen.
Yes. So I'm going to take it there, and if I'm unable to edit it or customize it, I'll just hop out of it, and you can switch to it and give me some care wheels, and then I'll go spray the field for you.
Yep, sure.
And get you to purchase fertilizer as well. Don't want much, do I?
I thought we had one because I'm sure that Rick came and fertilized the field unless he was hiring it.
Yeah. I'm using it right now, but I mean, it's going to need more fertilizer.
Ah, yeah. It needs another bag. Okay, cool. It's the difference between fertilizer, the device, and fertilizer, the ingredient.
Of course, that would be a spreader. Customize. Oh yeah, okay, I can customize. Oh, so whose money is this going to fill, I wonder? I got 354,000. Well, what the heck, we're going to figure it out now. Total price $1,000, so let's see if it bills me.
Yep.
Oh, it did, son of a gun. Give me $1,000 back, right now.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. Can you purchase some? Go ahead.
Did it actually cost you? So it cost you 1,000.
Yeah.
So if we go to the farm screen, I think we can send money.
Oh really? Yeah, cool.
I'm sure
that
we
makes
can.
sense. Pay me. Give me my money.
How do we do it? Maybe it's on the finance screen. I'm just trying to find it.
I'll need you to purchase solid fertilizer as well.
Okay. Let me just do. Let me do that first.
Much, is it?
Yeah, just take your eyes off of your own screen and just do this thing for me. No, I want to press that button.
Taking them so long.
Big bags. Just one should be enough, shouldn't it?
Click. Yeah. He drops Mike. Rage quits.
Okay, so that's fine. So there's a big bag at the shop. Okay, now how do we do this financially? Do from our jiggers. Okay, so we have got a loan. No pens or animals. Contracts. Okay, transfer money to farm. 1,000.
Yay, money!
There you
Thank
go.
you.
Yeah.
So all is fair and equitable. I wouldn't want, as a fellow human being, I wouldn't want you to be. Well, this implies you're a human being, but I wouldn't want you to be out of pocket on my behalf.
I think I'll just sit on the side of the field, turn the spreader on, and just, you know.
Even though you
Waste it
you
all.
still have significant. Yeah, but if you've got like 30. How much did you say? 340,000 or something like that.
Yeah, 354 plus plus the loan. Oh, speaking of which,
Don't forget we're down to like $30,000 at the moment.
yeah, I still got, and you're in the hole because you start off with the 250,000. So you know what? I'm gonna pay that loan off since we're not using the money at this moment.
Yeah.
Bye bye, money. Haha. Look at that. We're to the good now, Squirrely. We're 100,000 ahead of debt. Make sure there's no train coming when you're going across the tracks. Been there, done that. It's bumpy through here.
You see, what I'd dearly love is if it did the old transport tycoon effect and you just blew up.
Blow up on the tracks. Yep.
Yeah.
Little trains for you. Watching my rear view mirror, or my side mirror, making sure that train doesn't sneak up on me.
You mean like the fire engines in Family Guy?
I saw that one, yep. Whoops. Press the wrong button. Oh my gosh. Alright, here we go.
I don't have that many vehicles. You can't tab around that much. Or does it, when you have contractor access, do you tab through your vehicles as well?
Yep. Oh, I can't see. Can't see where I'm spraying. That's why I don't like the spreader, honestly. It's good if you got a lot of trees and stuff around the edge of your field. It's good for that, but when you've got stuff on your field, like crops, it's probably find it much more difficult to see what I'm doing. Anyway. Not to overspray too much. Yeah, there's I think there was a patch today, was there not?
Yeah, it seemed to update when I logged in earlier.
With Squirrely, you have to do it manually. Did you have to update this morning?
Yeah, well, I didn't have to. I just did it because it had a little pop-up on my screen when I joined the game. So.
You're not on using the Steam version.
Nah, I just used the downloaded one.
I'm just too lazy. It's too convenient to just do it in Steam. It's gonna Steam, just do it for me.
I don't think you save any money, do you, buying it straight from Giants?
No.
Why wouldn't I guess there's people out there who refuse to use Steam. I don't understand them, but oh well. The new Steam chat is just so annoying.
That's only because you end up talking to me on it. That's the only reason.
Well, that's yeah. Can't argue there.
It's definitely a downside.
Yep. No, it's just I don't know. It's like maybe they figure they were competing with Discord, but it's not even in the same class. I don't know what they're trying to do, but whatever they were trying to do, it didn't work. I guess I don't know. I find Discord invasive and annoying, and so that's what the Steam chat's like too. So I guess maybe they did succeed. I don't know what it is. Like, Discord's free, so yeah, okay, I'll use it because I'm cheap, but frugal. But
Efficient.
it's so invasive. I find it says, hey, this is what this person's doing. I mean, I disabled that, but by default it tells everyone on a channel you're on what you're playing and whether you're online or not, and all this stuff. And it's like, say I start playing Farm Sim, and then my eco friends are all popping up. Hey, how come you're not playing eco? Like, that hasn't happened recently, but that's just the kind of thing I mean. So I find that's very invasive, and I find even when I mute servers, I still get these tones when I'm doing stuff. Like, I have to make sure I close Discord before I record, because even though I got it muted and everything, it still pops up and it drives me nuts. And it's stuff that I'm not even really following, so I don't even know. Anyway, maybe it's just because I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my gosh, like now.
You and me both. Mind you, I have to admit, I haven't really kind of gone heavy into using Discord, not like Brew and Stocko and the like have. So.
Well, you don't need a server, so that's kind of handy.
Yeah. I'm still just kind of looking for kind of... It's obviously taking service to run it, because it doesn't look peer-to-peer particularly. So it's kind of... Okay, so if there's infrastructure involved, there's a cost involved, so where are they getting their revenue stream from?
That's what I'd like to know. Ads, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure somebody out there knows. Okay, so that should be that field is now fertilized.
I haven't seen that many ads on the systems, but there we go. Maybe there are, and I just haven't used it, so I don't see them.
Did that? Oh yeah, okay. I'll do 16 while I'm at it then. Assuming you want me to keep going.
Yeah, if that's okay. I'm just about to finish up the harvest. I think I probably already completed the criteria for it, but...
So when you're unloading at the sell point on a contract, when it finishes, it immediately starts converting additional crop to cash.
Yes.
Which is great, except if that is not the highest price and you want to keep it. But honestly, from what I've seen, you don't end up with enough crop to even make it worth driving somewhere else to sell it. So you're best off just letting it go. But it's like a bonus for being, thorough. That's pretty neat.
Yep. It's like a tip.
So there are problems. There are problems in Farms in 19. There were in 17. There were in 15. And eventually they get sorted. So
well, there's always problems in any new release software. I mean, it's unrealistic to expect absolute bug-free, because it's only as good as the testing it's received, and until you get it out to such a wide audience, you don't test absolutely everything. It's just not possible.
But you should probably test animals in multiplayer.
Yeah,
I don't know what the god
but
is.
I think,
I'm just joking.
Much as we were saying, much before we started playing, it's kind of... Giants don't seem to be particularly attentive to multiplayer, and I think possibly because they don't really see that functionality as core, as critical. Whereas the way we play is pretty much only multiplayer, because hey, single player is just boring as heck.
Well, honestly, they're the ones with access to their financial data as far as their sales and that sort of stuff. So they must know whether, or like, what what people are saying. What people are saying, I'm not buying it because it's not multiplayer, that sort of thing. Or not multiplayer, but I mean the support isn't as good or whatever. There's a reason why they've chosen to use it, put it in the backseat. Like the fact that they crowdsourced a dedicated server, I still am not gonna ever forgive Giants for that. I mean, it was great they did it, but the fact that we all had to, they had to crowdsource it was kind of silly.
Well, I mean, particularly when you consider with all the commercial availability for servers being hired and stuff, it's kind of, well, there's so much potential there to turn a profit from just doing it normally. But hey ho.
Well, we're about nearing the end of our time for today. How you doing on that harvest, Squirrely?
You got a fraction of it done.
Guess what your homework is?
Yeah.
Yeah. You go ahead and do that. I'm having some beer and hot pepperoni.
Yeah,
Yay, Saturday.
I'll just put it on a hired worker. Take a nap.
No, we won't get any money then. You're the hired worker.
except
man,
you're not getting paid.
Yeah.
You get paid. He'll have all the good toys soon enough. You got lots of money. So you can borrow $500,000. So we actually still have access to $600,000 on our farm. Mind you, we have no buildings. We have 2 tractors, and that's about it. 2 tractors and the sprayers, and that's it. But fortunately, this week we've learned quite a bit about the multiplayer and about Farms in 19. So I think we'll be making more informed decisions than we would have been if we just purchased everything last week.
Yes.
Okay, Fad. There's
and I think that applies to the purple farm as well. I mean, when I logged on today, it's kind of I think Rick must have done it before we signed off last time, but I'd got a contract on a 10-hectare field. If I'd have taken that on, I mean, field 18 is what, maybe 2.5 hectares. So I'd been there forever and a day trying to kind of get that done.
Oh my gosh! You know what? I'm leaving 15 for you to spray because I can't see a thing here.
Okay.
By guessing, by golly.
Okay.
It's neat how the crops move around as you're going over them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know.
That was
I'm
my
happy
issue
with
last
Farms
week.
in 19. That was what?
My issue last week when I was spraying our field.
Couldn't see.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna cost 1/3 of your yield, but oh my gosh, can't see it. Now it's a little different with the other sprayer because at least you can line up and then kind of see what you're doing because you see where the ends of the sprayer are.
Yeah.
Here. All right. Well, we're gone over time a little bit. Well, and so I guess we can wrap things up. If you want to start us off, Squirrely,
Have a good one.
and you, Fad.
Oh yeah, there's only 3 of us. Yeah, take care, folks.
We'll see you next time. Oh, hey, make sure you hit like if you like what you saw in our videos today. Fad and I are both releasing videos, so check them both out. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.